Okay, so we got patience. It came up again after all that shuffling from yesterday. It came up again. Patience did. And what else do I want to tell you? I woke up. Steve said to take whatever one word you can think of and write it down, because you only get about a 2-second window most of the time from astro to awakening. And that's why I say whatever they tell me to tell you, I'm telling you. And they're letting me remember things, right? But most of us are not letting us remember things. So don't feel bad if you don't remember things. But what we're trying to do is we're going to go back to classes tonight. Question and answers with your spirit guides, me, the angels. You had your 3-day siesta, is what we call it, or retreat. I went to the waterfalls, I went to concerts, I went to fields, explosive fields. What else? Went on a sky ride, a joy ride, a trip. Did all kinds of fun things with my twin. But I also got called away for some work. With the sun stuff going on right now, we're really feeling it. And we're really shifting. The earth is really doing her thing with the sun. And I felt anxiety was my one word. Was major anxiety. It's like I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to come back to earth, type of feeling. It's just it's a gloomy, doomy anxiety feeling. So that was my one word for waking upon awakening. We're going to go in and do some cards. It looks like we have somebody's saying hi. Yeah, you going to say hi? Other than that, it's all good. Music's going to be put on hold. We're seeing what the sun is doing and what kind of impact that's going to have on our DNA activation. Your spidey senses should be getting real intense right now. Your ESP, your any kind of powers. I have a power that I use a lot, and that's the freezing power. If you know what the freezing power is, that's you can hear about it in my regression, where I freeze the main mitra and free the souls that are in the bells. So freezing is one of my superpowers. And invisible, I can be invisible just like that. So yeah, I can snap my fingers and be invisible. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. And these are coming here now, so you will be able to do some of this stuff now here. And yes, I can. And it's pretty fun. So we're going to go in the other room and we're going to do some cards. Remember, I shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Then I see what the cards are. Then I go to Astro. Then I come back and report. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and take you in here. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. We've got that patience card. Now, I'll go ahead and leave it like this and talk with you for a little bit. We got the patience card, and underneath patience, we have gossip. So I asked them, what do you want me to tell them about patience? Because what are we mainly supposed to be patient about? And they said the card underneath each card will be the explanation I want you to give to them. So with patience, it's gossip. So we want to be patient with the things we're hearing. We're going to hear 5 different people talk about 5 different things. And you have to figure out what is your higher self telling you. because these are 5 people, let's say on YouTube, for example. Could be the news, could be the radio, right? But you got 5 people, and what are they telling you, right? So you really should start sticking to some main ones. I am down to just a few, about that many, okay? And I just listen to them. They all should pretty much be the same, and they all should click with mine. So that's how I do it, okay? In Astro, they said gossip and patience, okay? They're telling me that what you're hearing around you is the part that you have to be patient with. Somebody tells you there's an earthquake coming to San Francisco today. Let's say the scientist says that, right? And you live in San Francisco. Well, obviously you want to be prepared, right? Have your flashlights, have your things off the wall that are going to hurt you if they fall, etc., etc. But then you have 4 other people telling you other things. So you're like, well, I'm just really confused. I don't know what to do. That's that patient part where do the best you can with what you're hearing and then act accordingly as it happens, right? And then listen to your own, because your higher self and your spirit guides are all, you can't fall back into thinking you're all alone and that nobody's talking to you. Now, when I was talking just now about the spirit guides are all around you, the video cut out. That's how much energy right now is here. Massive. Okay? Then we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Spades. So we've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Now, what is that telling us? Use your creativity. Just what I said about figure out how you can be prepared. Take things off the shelf that might fall and hurt you if you were hearing about an earthquake. Have your flashlights ready. And the Queen of Swords, she cuts through the bullshit, okay? She cuts through the bullshit and she knows the truth. He or she, okay? So you want to make sure that you're using your creativity and you're using your truth. Underneath the Queen of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands. And again, I'm just getting that creativity. He's got 3 poles and he's trying to figure out where he wants to start building that fence. So what do you want to do? How do you want to live in the solution to this problem? And underneath the Queen of Swords, we have the 5 of Cups, which is disappointment. So you're probably going to hear a lot of disappointing news. You may even feel disappointed. Like that anxiety that I was feeling was a disappointing anxiety. It wasn't a scary one like where you're scared or your enemy is attacking you or your demon slaying. It was just that anxiety of, I think we're going to have to go through some shit before we get to the other side. Okay? Then we have conversations with your animal guides. And they said, I don't know if you've been feeling it, but they've been like magnets and steel. They've been like, I'm a magnet and they're steel, always upon me. And underneath that, we have the water sign. So they're very emotional. They're feeling it too. A lot of animals are passing. I don't know if any of you have the Nextdoor app or if you're following your community at all, but every community has a Nextdoor app and I follow it, and a lot of animals are passing, people and animals, but on Nextdoor they just talk about pets, not people passing. But I know a lot of people and pets are passing because of the frequency. Okay, so they're very emotional. Everything's very emotional right now. All right. Then we've got, when I said everything's really emotional now, that's what I'm getting from the Four of Swords. You may want to sleep more. I get up right now. Today it was 3 a.m. and I might be in bed by 3 this afternoon because of 12 hours of running around, cleaning house, taking care of animals, grocery shopping, doing laundry. After 12 hours, I'm pretty shot. So by 3 o'clock, I could be already going to Astro. But that's just me. You guys do what you got to do, but this card is telling me that you got to sleep when you need to, and you got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. Six of Cups, that was the other thing Astro wanted me to tell you. There's a lot of healing going on with the past. So if you're getting all these, I want to call them rewinds of the past that come into your head and say, oh, remember this? Oh, remember this? Well, you can let it play out because we're cleansing the past really, really deep right now. But be very careful in getting sucked into the energy that the enemy wants you to fall into, which would be anger, resentment, remorse, feeling bad, feeling sad. You can cry a little if you have to, but this is a cleansing. This is like really shutting the book on these past chapters. So we've got the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. I had so much of that yesterday. It was like every 5 minutes, it was like a new chapter was being shown to me. Then we have the Empress, all four queens. So you want to use your Empress energy. Take your power and use it with the King of Cups. So we've got an Empress and a King of Cups energy. Okay, King of Cups and the Empress. The King of Cups is patience. Okay, now after all that shuffling, and I told you patience was here with gossip, right? Well, this says the King of Cups is a wise leader. He's stable and balanced. He has patience, and he uses his love and his emotions. The Empress is all four queens, so she's really nailed it. And the King of Cups and the Empress together is a superpower in itself, okay? Because you're going to take all this and turn it into a victory. Just like me, I woke up, I don't have the anxiety no more. I woke up telling you everything about Astro last night, right? So I'm taking everything and turning it to a victory. I'm an Empress, okay? I use all four queens to the highest ability. Then we had guided toward your destined path. And underneath that is a new home. So that's really important because we're working towards our project and we're hoping for an RV to come so that we can do our project. RV means reevaluation. A lot of us have foreign currency that is supposed to make us rich. We have quantum coming in. But either way, if none of this comes in, then it's going to just be another new job, new home, guided toward your destined path. It's no matter what happens in the future, the point I'm trying to make is that you need to do what makes you happy. So if you enjoy gardening, then you need to get into a job that is full of gardening. I don't care how old you are. You could be 90 years old sitting in a bed right now and you could write a book. You could write your biography. The only way you're not going to be doing anything, of course, is if you were just totally bedridden. And then I don't think you're going to be listening to this anyway. And you're probably going to be going just like the cats into the new world pretty soon and leaving your physical avatar. So let's not go into that part of it. Let's go into the part where you guys are active and well And you can do things that you love to do. So what do you love to do? Is it play with your Les Paul? Is it gardening? Is it cooking? Is it reading? Mine would be energy tarot reading. It would be music. It would be cooking. And it's obviously animals. So we have a new home we're going towards. Now, this new home doesn't have to be physical. Some of us are leaving the planet for good, and we're not even going to have our animal sanctuary anymore. We're not even going to have a castle because they're saying that's actually past. You don't go backwards to a castle that you lived in a different century or even this century, right? You're going to go into a new home. New means something that you've never done before. New, okay? I'm specifically supposed to explain to you what new means. New is something you've never had before. Okay? Then we have the king of grains, which is the king of pentacles, which is, can't really see it too well, Joseph in charge of Egypt. So that's just reminding me again, king of grains, of you being in charge, large and in charge of your project, of your life. And under it is the Three of Swords, the call of Abram. So you want to look up Joseph in charge of Egypt, number 14, king of grains. And they're both from Genesis. So they're telling you to study Genesis. And the Three of Candles is the call of Abram. So Abram and Joseph are who you need to look up today. And both cards are from Genesis. So there was a beginning and there was an end, right? We have Revelation that we're living out right now is the end. Well, they want you to study about the beginning because in order for you to do your project, there's a beginning and an end. Okay, so that's what they said there. Then we have St. Michael and we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, everything's turning. This card here is a card, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a gun, a barrel of a gun there, and a guy laying dead. The old is leaving. Wheel of Fortune. However that's going to happen, you want to stay the quester. The king of questing is the King of Wands. You want to stay creative. You want to stay creative with, we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Both of you can connect and stay creative. Now, in 5D, we're very connected to our twins. We may not have them in a physical avatar as of yet. Any day they can come in because this is it. When I told you we were bringing the soulmates into connection, well, we are. All of you are on different timelines, different assignments, and some of you are not going to get a physical soulmate. You're just going to stay 5D and higher with them because they don't want to come back and get a body. They're having too much fun with their light body, right? So let go of fear now and shield yourself. After all that shuffling, that sounds like yesterday. Yesterday, I think, was believe and trust and shield yourself. Today, he's saying, let go of fear now and shield yourself. So what are we shielding ourselves against? Eternal love. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, just what I said. Exactly what I just said. Don't get so wrapped up in trying to find your twin because some of you are only going to have your twin 5D and higher because you're going to go meet them. Some of you are going to meet a physical twin, soulmate, divine partner here and finish your mission. Okay? So don't get too hooked up on eternal love. Let go of fear now, shield yourself, and just move forward with it. Okay? Don't worry so much if you have a physical avatar. We're going to go right back to conversations with animals because they want you to use your animals. This is Wilbur. We want to use our animals as our boyfriend. Look at there's my boyfriend, Wilbur. Yeah, and Fluffy's outside. If you can see back there, she's right next to the chair in that screen door right here. There's Fluffy. Say hi, Fluffy. Say hi, Fluffy. There's Fluffy. Hi. That's the outside kitty. And Willie here. Willie's in the box. Oh, Willie want to say hi? Willie can say hi. There's Willie. Steve calls him Willy-nilly. Yeah, he loves it. So I mentioned Steve a lot. Steve's Love Tarot. He is my main tarot channel. So you can check that out. Okay, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to pull one more card here, and that's the Fool card, which is new beginnings. Take that leap of faith, have optimism, and awaken. So I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.